Are you ready for the second point? Or are you ready for the second point? I'm just making sure you're not too full already and you want to go home. Come on, can you handle more? Talk to me, somebody. Number two, trust Him through your hell. I can wait, God. But does that mean I have to go through hell? Maybe. Because Jesus, after He died, the Bible says He went to Sheol. He went to Hades. It wasn't one day. It wasn't two. It was 3 days. Hey, he just baffled me. Here's the Son of the living God. He could have said, no, God, not doing. If you want, I can just go for like a nanosecond. Just go down and say hello to all those folks down there and just come back. No, the Bible says the Father allowed Him to go to Hades. He was there for 3 days, preaching the gospel to those that have never heard the gospel before. That is why even those before the death of Jesus had the same equal opportunity, even for those that are after Jesus, because Jesus went to Hades to preach the gospel to those that were lost even in Hades. How many of you understand what I'm saying? And there in 3 days. And as I was praying for you this morning and saying, God, speak to your children, and I felt the Lord say, tell my people that even though you go through the fire, you will not be alone. Christianity is so used to the Santa God, where the Santa comes every Christmas and gives you gifts and presents, and then you go to the presence of God, then you expect the same, and then you close your eyes and say, God, I'm really in trouble. I really need your help. Please do something. And then He doesn't do anything, and you get more upset, and He said, look, this is why I don't come to church. Because the only God we know is the Santa God, the God who gives us blessings, the God He gives us gifts. But the Bible does not say that you won't have trouble. The Bible doesn't say you won't go through hell. The Bible doesn't say that you won't have worries, but this is what He says, that you will have tribulation on the earth. But the one who overcame those troubles on this planet earth lives inside you. Don't tell me you're going to save me when you have no idea. There are some people that's going to come to you and say, brother, I'm with you. No, you are not with me. You don't even know my name. You can't even pronounce my name right. You don't even know my spelling. You would like to think you are with me. Oh, they won't even let you into the ICU. But there is one person who is with you no matter where you are. Even your best friend is not allowed in the prison. But Jesus is not stopped by iron bars. He's not stopped by glass doors of an intensive care unit. There is no place that He will not travel with you. That is why King David said, even if I go through hell, you are there. Where can I run from your presence? If I try to go into the wilderness, you are there. If I get wings like a bird and try to fly away, you are there. You are everywhere, God. This morning, I don't care what trouble you're going through. You may be going through wilderness and you feel dry and you feel deserted. You feel isolated. You feel alone, right? Don't be disappointed. Just open your eyes and look up from the desert that you are in. And you will find there is an open heaven. Maybe you are struggling through waves that are thrashing you and coming against you. Don't worry, just look up. You will see an open heaven. Oh, maybe you're going through fire, but if you look up, you will see a heaven. No matter where you are in life, there is a heaven right above you. When you're going through hell, hold strong. Don't quit. Some of us are worried about things that are happening. I remember when we used to counsel people maybe 5-10 years ago. I started preaching when I was 7 years old. I started traveling for ministry when I was 11 years old. The first time I traveled, there was a couple that came. They were going to get divorced. 11 years old. So I started seeing a lot of broken people. There's one difference between the broken people those days that were going through trouble in the marriages, where the people that are going through trouble in the marriage today. Those days when people came and said, we're going to get a divorce, it was because the man was abusive, or the guy wasn't faithful, the woman wasn't faithful, or something of that sort. But today, people come into my office and say, we want to quit because I'm not happy. You want a divorce because you're not happy. Nobody promised you happiness. Happiness is just a moment. But God promised you peace beyond your understanding. You don't understand your husband, but there's going to be a peace of Jesus that will rule your heart, that will bring peace into your marriage when you trust and hold on to Jesus. The last 1 year, we have seen so many stories of people whose life has turned around. I can write just by looking around here. I can point out to you the number of people that have been transformed by the power of Jesus with stories, broken stories. Families that was broken, marriages that was broken, abused marriages, people who are so scarred that didn't want to meet other people anymore. But Christ has the power to transform you. All you need to do is when you're going through hell, don't give up.